You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got some juicy spoilers for the CBS soap opera for the week ahead. We are still waiting on the full roster of weekly spoilers to come out, but in the meantime, we have hot tidbits for Sally, for Billy and Chelsea, for Chance and Summer, and also for Cole and Victoria. Before we unpack all these, please click subscribe if you haven't already. All right, let's start with my favorite redhead in Genoa City, Sally Spectra. She is busy getting her new design business up and running. Things are going really well. She was just bragging on it recently. She did up Daniel's bachelor pad, and she has some other irons in the fire. She's thrilled to have Chloe Mitchell working with her, and things are looking up. If you don't recall, it's Nick Newman who financed her startup costs. He insisted on it. In fact, even though she tried several times to tell him no, and then when they broke up, she wondered if he'd pull his funding, but he didn't. However, there seems to be trouble on the horizon, but I don't think it's about Nick. So next week on Young Restless, Sally is sitting with Chloe at Crimson Lights, and she tells her business partner, "We are in serious trouble. Everything we worked for, we could lose it all." So I have to wonder if Y&R is wrecking her business to free her up to maybe go back to Newman Media. Now that Nikki Newman is in deep duty over there, I still don't get how Jack Abbott thinks that he has the authority to low-key hire Lauren Fenmore to come in and run a Newman subsidiary. I mean, overstep much? I think Victor can handle hiring decisions on his own. And you might recall Sally did a great job over there, so you never know. All right, next we have more on a Newman kid crisis and not Victoria's. Remember, Connor Newman's at his boarding school, but things are not going well. Adam is upset and he wants to blame the school, but Chelsea got him to chill out about it and follow her lead. One big problem to me is that Billy Abbott is way too involved, and that continues next week. We are going to see Chelsea with Billy over at Society, and she says she just got off the phone with the teachers at Connor's school, and she says the news was much worse than I thought. So it's great that Billy's supportive, but it feels like Chelsea should have been talking to Adam about this first, not Billy. But I get it. Billy was likely there as her call ended, but he's not Connor's dad, but he is the dad of Connor's half-brother. So of course it's all so soapy and messy. Fortunately, Billy and Adam seem to be getting along, and they're all doing this strange co-parenting thing. So we do know Judah Mackey, who plays Connor, is back to the CBS soap opera soon. We peeped a behind-the-scenes photo of Judah with Missy Egan, who plays Chelsea, and Mark Grossman, who plays his daddy Adam. But it's not clear if maybe Chelsea and Adam have to pull him out of the school and he comes back to town, or if he is expelled, or maybe he is just in Genoa City for a visit. We've also got more on the blossoming romance of Chance Chancellor and Summer Newman. They had that one date that went well, and then there was an almost kiss and, a vibe, but it's still in the new stages. Their romance is like one of those baby deer that's wobbly and can't really walk when it's first born, and that is not a great stage to run into the parents. So Chance is with Summer at Society next week. Nick is there. He and Phyllis walk in together, and Chance, without consulting his date, asks them, "Would you two care to join us?" Summer looks horrified, and even worse, Phyllis immediately answers, "Sure." Fortunately for Summer, her dad Nick has her back, and he immediately shuts down Red and says, no, we are not going to do that. And then he seems to take a closer look at what he's seeing with his daughter there with Chance, the guy who was just dating Sharon. And Nick says, "You guys seem to be having a good time on your, is it a date?" Of course, Summer cannot fathom why Chance would ask her parents to sit down with them. She wants romantic FaceTime with him. But maybe Chance is, up in his game by making it known to her parents that they're together and seeing each other. I mean, it's all kind of so weird because he was just dating Summer's former stepmother. And of course, Nick knows all that. And it's just bizarre because this soap messed with Chance's age and they reverse Sourced him. So he should be at least a decade older than he is, much closer to Sharon's age, but they recast him with much younger Connor Floyd. So it's very funky to me, but he and Summer are at least age appropriate. All right, our last spoiler tidbit. We have Princess Victoria Newman and one of her many ex-husbands, Cole Howard. They are over at the GCAC chatting. Cole asks her, "What's wrong?" And Vicky says, "It's my father. As usual, he's gone too far." Well, off the bat, that sounds promising. Usually, anything that irritates Witchtoria is something that I cheer for. My guess off the top of my head is that she's mad about something to do with Adam Newman. That is her go-to gripe every single day of her life. She wants to blame Adam for traffic jams, global warming, burnt toast, her PMS cramps. Then again, it would actually be fun if she was miffed because Victor rehired Sally to run Newman Media while Nikki's busy getting sober, but I don't think that's it at all. But did Victor give Adam some reward for hard work that rubbed his namesake daughter the wrong way? Maybe. Or, it could be something about the Jordan and Claire crisis. But this to me feels like it might be more work related. We'll wait and see. What's really, really funny to me about Adam and his big sister? Both of them are Victor Newman's namesakes. Did you know that? He is Victor Adam Newman, and she's Victoria Nicole Newman, named after both her parents. Adam used to go by the name Victor. He grew up being called Victor, and then it was only when he came to Genoa City and started working at Newman Enterprises that he realized it would be confusing. And so he started going by his middle name, Adam, instead of Victor. So they are actually Victor and Victoria, two sides of the same weird nepotistic coin. All right, that's the latest spoilers roundup we have for next week, but we are going to have a full roster of weekly Young the Restless spoilers for you on Saturday. We will have 2-week spoilers, weekly predictions, casting news, and so much more. Check back here often because we've always got something new for you. We are talking Y&R 7 days a week. Please click subscribe if you haven't. Definitely drop your comments. And as always, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.